So first off, we just want to state the elephant in the room, obviously. Damar Hamlin suffered a very scary injury on Monday night's football game, and this is the first video that we're doing after that. And again, we just want to all say that we're praying for him. We heard that he's breathing on his own 50%, which is a good sign, which we love to hear. We didn't want to do anything until, of course, like I said, that whole situation was figured out. But with that said, and again, the whole NFL showing just how much they're behind Damar Hamlin, we just also want to show that we're 100% behind Damar Hamlin. We're all rooting for him. We're all praying for him. And hopefully, he'll be able to come out of this and be able to just live a normal life. With that being said, we're going to get into our first video, which is, of course, not easy to do right after what we've seen. But we're going to go into the power rankings. The Bills and the Bengals, we're obviously just going to keep them where they were. We're not going to change the locations of them or anything like that just because of the situation.
Yep.
And let's get into it with the Seattle Seahawks or the Texans. Yeah, perfect. That's where they belong.
Broncos, where you at?
Get them Broncos in there.
Who else we got?
Get
a
them.
lot of bad teams still. A lot
Bears
of bad teams.
in there.
Bears.
3-13. Get the Bears in there. We got 2 more spots to fill, fellas.
Colts.
Colts are bad.
Get the Colts
are
in
really
there.
bad.
Get the Colts in there.
One more, baby.
I'm trying to think here.
Cardinals,
probably.
Saints.
So the teams I'm thinking of.
Cardinals are bad, man.
Cardinals.
Suck.
Cardinals are
it is
in
the,
the
it is the
third
Cardinals. It is 100% the Cardinals.
Cardinals.
Cardinals. Oh man, all you have to do is
Sure.
win one game.
All right, next year.
Titans. Right? They suck. Come on. What do we?
Are they that bad? Hold
I
on,
don't
hold
think
on.
they're bad.
They
I don't know.
are
Love to
bad.
see,
They
love
are
to see.
bad, and they might end
Oh
up
my
there. But
gosh,
just hold
dude.
on.
They're about to. They had the division locked, and then they started really sucking.
No,
and
you're
That's
right.
what you
You're
just
right.
said,
They're
though.
not
They
great.
had the division locked.
And look, yeah,
The lock fell off.
the lock fell off, dude. We had them there last week, which we didn't post, but we had them there.
Okay, I mean,
So
okay,
why
hold
should
on,
they go
hold on.
up?
I just want. I'm not saying that. Oh, they were already there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's cool. I just didn't want to
Oh,
do
wait,
anything
wait, whoa,
drastic.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
What?
What are we doing with the Rams?
Well, they could
The
be-
Rams?
Too. They got to be in there too.
All right.
5
Do
and
they?
11.
Rams stink.
I mean, of course they stink.
I think the Bears should be replaced by the Rams.
Whoa.
What
Bears
about
won
the?
like.
I hate
well,
to say it, but what about the Falcons?
The Falcons should be in there.
They have not.
I just
been
want to
too
go
good.
through the list. I want to go through the
I
list
think the
of worst
Falcons are
teams.
23 or 27.
No, that's why. That's why.
That's
I
where we're
said.
putting them.
Okay.
That's what we're fighting for right now.
Panthers. I don't know.
Because they lost to Tampa
They're
Bay.
out.
They're out. Hold on.
Saints.
Yeah, put the
Yes.
Saints there. Put the Saints.
The
Freaking.
Bears need to be in there.
Oh, but wait, hold on. Though. The
Yeah.
Saints
Oh,
just
I'm sorry,
smacked the
Bears
Eagles.
not.
Oh, no, no, yeah, the
Saints just
Rams-
smacked the Eagles, dude.
Rams.
yeah, with Minshew.
Definitely.
Still though.
Still.
But I'm
The
not. Putting,
Saints are
I'm
not
still not
good,
putting the
though.
Saints
Hold on
18
now.
to 22. I don't
No,
care.
they're not. They're not good. You
Hold
can fight
on
for
now.
like,
Let them go.
They're better
They're
than the Titans.
eliminated.
Let
They're better
them
than the
go.
Titans.
They're
They're better than the
eliminated.
Titans. I
Give
know
it
they're
up.
eliminated. I know they're
Give it
eliminated. Are they
up.
better than the Titans?
Oh, well, yeah, sure.
Rams.
Put them
Hold
No,
on.
absolutely Rams. Get the Rams cannot be any
Yeah,
higher
I
than
agree.
this.
And I,
Are they better than the Rams? Yes.
ooh, the Saints?
These guys all
I don't know, man.
barely. Maybe
Okay.
not. They're kind of equal.
I don't
All right.
know, man.
Browns?
So I'm
The-
voting either Browns,
Brown.
Commanders,
Okay,
or
you got to put
Raiders.
the Browns there because the Saints just beat the Browns
Raiders.
in Cleveland
Commanders,
last week.
Commanders are stinking though too.
I mean,
No, they're
Commanders
not. They're
Here's the
not
thing. The
that bad.
season's pretty much like over. So I
I
get
vote
that if a
Raiders.
team just beats somebody, yeah, it matters. But at this point, I'm kind of like
the Browns need to go there.
Browns stink.
Really? Over the Raiders?
I mean, what have the Browns done?
What have the Raiders done?
Well, okay, so the Saints literally just beat the Browns last week.
I'm not so much. I think the Saints maybe should be 18-22.
That's
to
what
be
I'm
honest.
saying.
I don't.
They've been
They're better-
they've been better these past few weeks.
They're better than the Raiders. They're better than the Browns.
They beat what? The Browns, and they beat Gardner Minshew. That's the only teams that
Okay,
they've
don't
really
say
beat.
it like that. They beat the
That's
Eagles.
true.
And
Yeah,
they
but the
crushed the
Eagles, I was
Eagles.
gonna say, Eagles had a good game against the
They've
Cowboys.
gone on a
with
run in
Minshew.
December though. Like you said, they have been.
They've actually been playing like a
I'm
bit
not
better.
gonna. Yeah, okay, I'm not.
There's
gonna fight.
nobody here that is more
I'm not gonna
disappointed in the
fight
Saints
that.
than I am. I want to make that very clear.
I just don't think the Saints have done absolutely anything to really put them above this category.
They've been going good in December though.
I do think the Saints have been doing better than the other teams that we.
well,
have
that's
so
what I'm
far.
just saying. I'm just like in more recent history, maybe there's teams that have been performing
Worse. I agree. I think the Saints should go up one. And
But then again, but hold on. But who's? I mean, okay.
then
But who else are we putting?
The
the
Browns
Browns
have
and the
to be
Raiders. The Browns
Who
and
are
the
we putting the
Raiders.
Panthers at also here?
Yeah, the Panthers should probably go there too. Dang, what are the Titans?
You could.
Where the Titans
I'm
go?
okay
I'm
with somebody
putting the
arguing
Saints,
that the
I'm putting the
Panthers are.
Saints up over the Titans. I'm saying that right now. I don't like the Titans. I never did. Definitely don't now.
Okay, can we put the Browns? The Browns have to be there.
Sure.
They have to be there. Now the question is, like looking at it now, I'm not even mad that the Saints are there right now. But okay,
Yeah, but the Raiders and the Panthers. Ooh.
Raiders.
Well, the
stink.
Titans are technically still in the playoff thing if they beat Jacksonville, right?
Yeah, that would be. They would.
They'd
be
win
the
the division.
Right, that's why-
So I think the Titans should maybe go up and the Saints go up, and then the Panthers and Raiders
Why
go
would the
there
Titans go up, or why would the Saints go up?
because they've been
I
performing
agree with
better.
The Saints have been doing.
See, I don't think so.
They've
I
been-
really don't.
they-
They,
they-
barely beat the Falcons, which the Falcons are a bad team. I get that's a division rival. They lost to the Buccaneers, which sucks.
I know it's Gardner Minshew,
And
but
I
still,
think a lot of the reason why the Cowboys and Eagles game was so close on Christmas Eve was because they're division rivals. They know each other. Truthfully, I really do. The Eagles, I don't think. I mean, obviously, they're still a good team, but I think they're missing a lot of pieces right now.
The
Jason
Eagles?
Kelsey even said it. Yeah, the team is not where they once were.
their
but-
defense is still pretty good, and the Saints scored on them. That's
The
why I'm
Saints,
just like,
in the recent weeks, though, the Saints performed better than the Raiders and the Browns.
But they beat the
agree with that.
Browns and then the.
But we're talking about bottom.
yeah, we're talking about
teams,
bottom feeder
Gardner
teams here.
Minshew.
But I think the Saints are on like a 3 or 4 game win streak right
I
now.
say we're talking about the bottom tier teams.
They're
Here,
on
so
a-
stuff like that's good enough for me to put them.
They're
up.
on a 3-game win streak, and again, they barely beat the Falcons.
but they beat them.
But again, that's not a good team.
But they
you
beat
barely
them.
beat them. You beat Gardner Minshew's Eagles, and then
Still
you
a good team.
barely beat the Browns.
They beat them.
And the Browns are in
yeah,
this
but that's
category.
3
instead.
wins.
I was gonna say, yeah,
I don't know. I just
I
don't
vote
think
they
the
go
Saints
up.
are good at all. I think we again.
they're not, but none of
we're-
these teams are good.
Exactly.
So they're better than these worst teams.
and they're in the
Yeah.
same category.
I vote they move up. What do you vote?
I vote they
I
move
vote
up.
they move up too.
I don't see who you could
That's-
put below.
The Raiders,
The Raiders,
the Browns.
the Browns.
The Raiders are going on a little streak now themselves.
They lost to the Steelers last week.
Yeah, and they
but
gave
that
up
was
on Derek Carr too.
That was what? I don't know. What,
That was again a really emotional game
Oh.
for the Steelers. I'm serious. You gotta
but
look
they
into
still
this stuff.
lost. They still
You're again,
lost.
and that's what you're looking into that stuff, but you're not looking into this why the Saints are winning.
But they're winning.
But they're
and
But they're
winning.
winning, and the
Okay.
Raiders aren't.
I mean, they're eliminated from the playoffs. The
So are the
Titans aren't.
Raiders.
I think
So
the
are the
Titans should
Raiders.
go up.
I think the Titans should go up, and the
I think the Titans should go
I
up before
think-
the Saints do.
I think Titans go up, and then Raiders and Panthers go in 23-27.
I think this Panthers should be above the Saints right now. I think the Panthers are a better team than the Saints.
You
can
can
talk about that. They just
say
lost to the
that.
Buccaneers, and
You
I know
could
they gave
say
up a
that.
lead, but again, I mean, they beat. I don't know. I think that the Saints are being way too highly looked at right now. Even though they're in 16-22. Again, I don't think they should be there.
But
Find them at the lower end of the 18 to 22.
yeah,
like,
yeah,
In
22.
my opinion, they haven't done
22.
anything.
so who would you replace the Saints?
But here's the
with?
thing.
But
though,
here's the
like,
thing: none of these
I would
teams
put
have
the-
done anything.
I would put the Titans up there. I'd put the Saints back down there. I would put the Raiders down there, and I would put the Panthers in 18-22.
I will say I have also with you lost every bit of hope on the Titans. I think they're definitely.
yeah, again,
Even
yeah,
if
they-
they're
they
in
have-
playoff contention,
I was gonna say they have like 22 guys on IR. I think.
like they're
which is
in
ridiculous.
playoff contention, but like
they-
they
with what
stink.
Malik Willis are they going to do? Look at him.
They ain't even
Tannehill's
started.
done. Even with Tannehill, I don't.
Malik
Listen,
Willis,
all
they're
I'm
playing
saying-
Josh Dobbs, the scientist.
And I agree with that,
Who
but
was better than Malik Willis?
I
Yeah.
wouldn't be shocked at all if they beat the Jacksonville Jaguars this week.
They could. They could.
I would be shocked.
It's just more recently, man. They have definitely been looking bad. Like
And they are hurt. They do have a ton of people on the injured list.
I mean, it's just like yeah.
Dang, the Raiders have been looking bad too.
Oh,
they've
there's
lost
no question.
5 games in which they've held a double-digit lead.
Yeah.
That's a record. That is bad.
That's a record.
That is bad.
It is bad.
and they literally benched their quarterback.
Yeah, for Jared Stidham, who actually looked.
I just say that they almost beat the 49ers.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying I don't think I think it's Derek Carr.
Their defense has been ranked dead last for the past like 7 years.
Yeah.
Not saying Derek Carr is like the greatest, but
Man, that is that is bad.
I don't know.
I like the Raiders there also
where
in 23 to 27.
I like him there.
I think all right, put them. I think they should be there.
I would
The only thing I would swap right
Consider
now is the
with
Titans
you,
and
the one thing I would
Saints.
consider the Panthers over the Saints, maybe. But the Panthers just lost and the Saints just won.
So are we putting the Panthers in 18 to 22?
And like even though it was Gardner Minshew playing, it's still versus the number 1 team in the NFL. So like that win, and it's not like they just won. They like
They
definitely
handled
won.
them.
Are we putting the Panthers in 18 to 22? Or the Titans? Because that's who I'm between right now.
That's the thing.
I
I
do
swear
like-
to you, if the Panthers and Titans played each other, I'm picking the Panthers.
I would too.
Even though the Titans are the team that's playing for playoffs. That's
Mainly
what's
because
weird
of the
to me.
Panthers'
Yeah.
defense.
But and that's why it's not even fair though, because you're right. The Titans could absolutely beat the Jaguars, and they might beat the Jaguars. I'm not picking them to, but they definitely.
I'm not picking them
could.
to either,
I'd
but
be
I wouldn't be
so upset
shocked
if
at all.
they did.
So it's like, what do we do? I think the Panthers are a better team. Actually. I do.
I do too.
I
Yeah,
do. As stupid as that sounds, because the Titans are playing for the playoffs.
All right. That sounds good.
It's
with me.
fine.
It sounds
Because we
stupid.
could say how bad the freaking Titans division is, but yet the South was like the worst in football this year, so you can't even use that as an argument.
Yeah, that's facts.
That's like
That's facts, dude.
All right.
On this next category, I would put the Seahawks, the Panthers, the Steelers, and
Steelers.
probably the Commanders.
Yeah, Commanders, I think,
Wait.
should be in there.
So I like the Seahawks more than I like the Giants. Commanders for sure. The Commanders are
Commanders,
a definite, right?
Commanders, yeah.
yeah, they
Commanders
messed
are a
up.
definite.
Didn't even know that they could be eliminated.
Honestly, I might put the Jets here.
I agree, and I also
Jets have lost
think the Tampa Bay
5
Buccaneers.
straight.
What are you saying? You're saying you'd put the Giants before the Seahawks.
I
Wait,
would-
which one do you
I
like better?
the Seahawks better.
I think I like the Giants.
I know it's one
better.
game. Giants had a pretty dang good. I mean, it was against the Colts, so it goes.
Colts are a mess,
I
dude.
don't-
Yeah, but other teams have struggled
I
against them
agree.
for whatever reason.
My two right now, I think, would
I'm
be.
saying Buccaneers, bro.
I think my two would be Seahawks and Buccaneers.
Really?
But you're saying it would be
Buccaneers.
Giants and Buccaneers?
Buccaneers are on the upswing, in my opinion.
I don't know. They had,
They're in
they
the
had their,
playoffs,
they had their
dude.
first
They're
freaking
in the
good
playoffs,
win.
dude. Watch
Hey,
out.
I
That's
again,
all I gotta
when they
say,
need to.
dude.
You want to talk about the Saints getting wins? I mean, the Buccaneers are getting wins.
How many have they won in a row?
I don't know.
I don't know.
They won the division, so and the Saints are in that division, so they're better than the Saints.
I'm not
I
gonna
would
argue with that.
I would go Steelers and Jets.
Oh, dang. The Bucks have given up.
Okay, Jets have to go there, right?
Yeah, they lost like
The
5.
Jets?
They've lost like 5 straight.
I was about
I
to say,
think
honestly, the Jets might be in 23 to 27.
they've lost like 5 straight.
Oh,
Say,
yeah.
honestly,
Oh,
the
yeah,
Titans
the
might be
Jets,
over
yeah.
the Jets, bro.
That's tough.
Maybe, right? Actually, I'm gonna say
Yeah,
that. I'm gonna say
yeah.
that. Titans over Jets.
Oh,
Can anybody
man.
agree with that?
Yeah, I do.
Jets are freaking.
I
Dookie.
am not going to agree with that. They're close. They're close. Jets have a terrible QB situation. So do the Titans. I like the Jets defense more than I like the Titans right now.
So they were
What have the
7.
Titans done the past like 5 games?
They.
I'm gonna say the same thing with the Jets.
Yeah, but the
bro.
Jets-
I know.
Both
That's why I'm
teams are just
saying what have the
freaking
Titans
losing.
done? I know because the Jets have lost like 5 straight.
They're all like almost the same to me, but the fact that Titans are like fighting for the playoffs right now is what would bump the Titans up strictly.
Yeah, but if the Jets
Jets-
were in that division, they'd be fighting for the playoffs too. That's just so. It just so happens that that's the way that division played out.
The Jets are on a 5-game losing streak.
Right.
It only produced 4 touchdowns during their last 5 games.
What have the Titans done though?
That's
Better
what I
than
need,
that.
bro.
That's
Really?
tough to do.
I would say so.
With Malik
man.
Willis?
And the thing with the Titans is all their dudes
But
are
Dobbs is
injured,
playing now,
which
which is an upgrade. Their offense was actually moving with Dobbs.
Yeah, no, which is sad.
I know it's sad, but I vote Titans over the Jets.
I'm with you too.
All right. I mean, I'm not gonna
five
it's-
game losing streak. There's no way that they could be up
It's the
there.
4
right?
touchdown thing. That's insane.
We're counting on the Jets this week.
Oh
Yeah, I
it's
know.
not.
Hey, though,
I
Tua's not
know.
playing. Teddy might not be playing. They just put Mike Lennon on their practice squad. So hey, there's hope.
All right.
So I'm between the Seahawks and the Bucks, I think, right now. What do you guys
I mean, I think you have to throw the Steelers
I
name
think
in
the
there.
Steelers.
But wait, hold on. What
Hold
about
on.
the Ravens though?
Hold
bro?
on.
No, I think I
I like
I'll say the
I
Steelers.
like the Steelers more than I like. I think I like them more than I like. What have the Seahawks done?
They haven't done much.
That game last week was like their big game, but it was versus the Jets though. But they stomped them, right?
Wait,
No.
they losing 5 of their next 6.
So they're not on a 5-game losing streak, but
They just
Well,
beat the
they
Jets.
just beat the
They
Jets,
just beat the Jets.
right?
right. So they were on a 5-game losing streak.
Okay. Okay. I was gonna say that I'm not trying to be biased at all, but the Steelers have won like
I've had
6
them.
out of
I was
8.
going to say I've had them low for the most part. I like the Steelers more
Yeah.
than I like the
Yeah,
Seahawks.
you're right, but I don't know. It's kind of the situation again with me where it's just I don't know.
I like
I-
the
yeah.
Steelers better.
I actually
than
thought I
Seahawks.
liked the Seahawks more, but losing 5 out of 6, it was just that one game that they and it was versus the Jets. So Seahawks would actually make sense. Dude,
Go put the
nobody's
Seahawks
gonna agree with me, but Tampa Bay.
After
I'm
week-
considering Tampa Bay.
I can't.
I'm
Not with the
definitely
teams that are
considering
still
Tampa
up
Bay.
there. I'd put the Ravens before I'd put Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I would too.
Sure.
The-
I'm
the
fine.
Steelers after
You know I
week
don't like the
9
Ravens.
After week 9, they've been 6-2.
Yeah, they're 6-2 after the bye week.
So that's pretty good.
That is definitely enough to bump them up to at
TJ
least a
Watt,
13
yeah.
to 17, which will probably end up there.
So what, Seahawks?
Yeah.
I'm voting Seahawks.
Sure,
Yeah.
that's fair enough.
All right.
All right.
So Steelers.
Bucks.
Oh, wait.
Uh,
Oh, wait, Ravens.
Oh,
Ravens.
what about the freaking Lions, bro? Come on
Yeah,
now.
I agree.
Ravens.
I think the Lions should be.
Yeah,
Ravens.
Lions can't be any higher than 13.
I think Giants.
Ravens.
What about the freaking Dolphins?
Yeah.
How many games in a row have they lost? 5?
True too.
They cannot be higher than
And
that.
again, they don't have a quarterback anymore.
Yeah,
either.
Dolphins. Yeah.
Dolphins have to be there.
Holy crap.
I would go Giants and Patriots.
We only have one more spot left.
Oh shit.
Dang, the Bucks suck.
Oh, dang. Are we gonna put the Bucks at 11 and 12?
No, we can't.
I
That's
think
the
we need
thing.
to. I don't think. Who are you gonna put?
Steelers over the Bucks.
No.
Steelers already beat the Bucks.
Yeah.
Man, I
would
Ideally,
I would literally pick every team we have up there right now over the Buccaneers.
I can't believe that. If I'm
Everything.
looking at the Steelers in the
would.
playoffs or the Bucks in the playoffs, I give the Bucks a better chance to win.
Well, sure. Depends who they play and whatnot. But like
Like
If
I
the
just think
Steelers and the
that
Bucks played, who you picking? I'm picking the
I'll pick
Steelers.
the Steelers win that game. I like the Steelers more than the Bucks. I'm gonna agree.
I
agree with
literally
that. I agree
every
with
one of
that.
these teams up there, I'm picking over the Buccaneers. Maybe not the Dolphins.
Ravens, I don't know. Ravens and Dolphins, I don't know. I might pick the Bucks in those two scenarios because the Ravens haven't been able to score the pack, and Lamar's not coming back,
the
dude.
Ravens and the Dolphins are pretty bad. Yeah.
I'd put the Bucks over the Ravens and Dolphins.
Dude,
I would
do
take the
too.
Steelers over the Bucks.
I do too.
I like the Steelers more than the Bucks.
But then it's like the Patriots, though, right?
Yeah, they've been.
They can't be a. Dude, this is very tough, dude.
What if we
this
what
is
if we
the
did
tough
the
section
what if we
here?
did the
I
other
okay,
ones
can
first?
we? But and then even the Giants, right? Like before that
Mhm.
last game, what are they 9-6, right? 9-6-1. Is that what
They're
are?
9-6-1. Yeah.
What did they do besides that win? Because I thought they were like.
And are we
I thought
taking
they
into
lost a
effect
few
teams
They
that
tied
have
with
clinched
the
the playoff
Commanders.
spot?
Say that
Are
again.
we taking into account teams that have clinched the playoff spot? Like the Giants have clinched it, so how low can we really have them?
I think
say
the
they're in
Giants
top
can't be
10.
any lower than 11-12.
I was gonna say they have to be. I feel like they should be
They
like 10 or
maybe-
9.
maybe even in the top.
Like I said, just looking at what we have left, like I think it's clear to put the Patriots in 13 to 17 and then the Bucks and the Giants. Bucks at 12, Giants.
Because
at
the
11.
Packers, I feel like the Packers have to be 11 to 12.
Okay,
I
let
can't
me-
put them.
Packers are on a roll here right now.
Oh,
dude.
Packers are top 10, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Really?
Packers are in
Oh,
there.
yeah,
with
they've been
what they
hot,
did to them
man.
Vikings?
They've been hot. They've been hot. Sad to say.
I'd have. them
Okay,
11
so
to 12.
so we say that easily with the Packers. Why can we not say that with the Steelers? Because
Why?
they've been doing the same thing. Packers, Steelers.
I like the
slow
Steelers
start,
right now.
Come
I like
back.
the Steelers right now. I'm not.
See, I don't know. Let me look at their wins, but
Because look at what the Buccaneers did besides last week.
Ow.
Can you
I
look
was
at
looking at that.
And I-
They lost. It was 19-16 against the Cardinals in overtime. Big whoop. They lost
Yeah,
to
with
the,
Trace
I know,
McSorley
that's what I'm
at
saying, big
quarterback.
whoop. They lost to the Bengals. They got killed by the 49ers.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think the Bucks can get
The
that
Bucks
much
lost
higher.
to the Browns.
I don't think they should be in 11 to 12.
Bro,
So what? Are we all thinking they're in 13 to 17?
Yeah.
I would say 11 and 12. They're literally they secured their division. I get that that's nothing
I think the
impressive,
Seahawks are
but
better than the Buccaneers.
they're 100% in the playoffs.
and the Seahawks are in the tier below that.
Well,
That's close to me. I think it's correct. I mean, I'm moving the Steelers up one more, maybe.
And then
I
putting
would.
New England down there?
Yep.
I'm with that.
I would.
Man,
I'm with
That's
it.
stupid. Is New England eliminated? Or well, they won.
No.
No, they won.
They need to. They're playing the Bills this week.
Well, what do they have to do to get into the playoffs?
They have to beat the Bills.
And that's it.
And the Dolphins have to lose. I think if the
Man.
Dolphins win, they're in. I think the Dolphins are the one. Or no, because the Patriots are in right now.
Honestly,
I think if the Patriots win, they're in. I think they control their fate.
I honestly would probably put Patriots and Packers in
It's
11
kind
to
of like
12.
weird because there's like a lot of underwhelming teams that actually like won last week. That's where we're getting stuck at.
Yeah. Patriots and Packers, I think, are 11 to 12.
I think the NFL is
I
it.
think the Packers
Packers are in the
definitely
top
crack
10.
the top 10
So what? Patriots
Yeah,
and
I would
Giants?
agree
because
with
they,
Or
they dismantled the Vikings.
who else would you put in there?
What in 11
Yeah,
to
but-
12? I would have the
Where are we putting the Jags
Steelers
at?
probably in there.
I think
They could be 11. Nah, they could be 11 to 12.
I like the Jags more than I like the Giants. I like
agree.
them more than the Buccaneers.
Me too.
I like them more than the Patriots.
Yeah.
I like them more than the Packers.
No, I don't right now.
Trevor Lawrence has been like a really good quarterback the past like 8 weeks or so, man.
Oh,
And
that's
they've
where it gets
been-
tough.
They've
Okay, so in my opinion, I'm putting the Patriots and Buccaneers in 13 to 17. I'm bumping the Steelers up 1 into 11 to 12. That's what I'm
crazy.
doing.
And who are you going to put?
It
the-
is crazy.
Like
but,
I just looked at who they beat and how close all the games were, and like I don't think it's impressive.
but they won 6 out of 8. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers
And
are
lost
like,
to the Baltimore Ravens without Lamar Jackson.
But look what the Bucks have done. in the
I,
last
I'm
beat
sure,
the
I was gonna say,
Baltimore
we could
Ravens.
look at any of these teams, and I'm sure they've had games like that. I mean, I'm not. And like you always say, it's a
I mean, we
divisional
just
game.
played the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah.
And we won like a couple days ago.
You admit the couple days ago, but they in that streak you lost to them all.
Yeah, but it's a divisional game.
Yeah, and again, the teams that I'm looking at that you guys beat aren't impressive.
Yeah, but what have the Bucks done in the last 8
I'll say
games?
that's the problem there. I'm not like trying to hop on like the Steelers thing. I'm just trying to think.
Yeah,
of
I
like,
just don't
even-
like I said. I just think I like the Buccaneers more. I know you guys beat them earlier in the season, but I don't think that really matters. That was a 2-point game.
Yeah, but what have the Buccaneers done besides that win that they just had?
Let's see.
Oh wait, Joe just said they got
I was gonna say,
dismantled by
they-
like
they
2
beat
teams,
the
right?
Panthers. They beat the Cardinals. They
Trace
lost to the
McSorley.
Bengals. They got killed by the 49ers. They beat the Saints by a point.
Right.
They lost to the Browns.
That's pretty.
So
bad.
in
How far
recent
back
history,
are we
That's
going here?
the Steelers have had a better performance than the Bucks.
Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, I think that's fairly clear. I don't know. Like that game
So
game versus the
who-
Saints that went to overtime. They had Trace McSorley at
Who-
quarterback,
who
and that
would
went
you-
into OT.
Who would you put with the Steelers in 11 to 12? The Jaguars?
No, I would, bro.
Or the
Bro,
Patriots?
the Vikings.
The Vikings.
yeah.
This list is terrible.
Sorry, but yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay, so are
You can't. You
Three-
can't.
Why not?
Because
They got
I know the Vikings are losing.
not
but
the
they're still,
yeah,
like,
don't even bring up the
again.
Vikings.
second
Don't
in
even
the
bring up the
NFC.
Vikings.
Why?
No,
You
not yet,
have
not
to.
yet, not yet, not yet. Let's figure this
They're
out
not
first.
11 to 12.
I don't think they're 11 to 12.
They're not on it. They're not. They're
Okay,
just
well,
not.
Hold on now. Why not?
Because again, the teams that they have beaten, and I know that obviously they've lost a couple games that in the past, but again, they lost to the
You sh-
Packers, which again we're
Why?
talking about how dominant they are right now. I think the Packers are the best team in that division right now, but I think the Vikings again would. I don't know. I think they would beat all those teams that are below.
Let's see, because the Vikings lost one game to the Giants and then one game to the Lions.
If
in
I was the
recent.
Vikings and I went up against the Lions, I'd be scared.
They should be
Of
scared.
course.
They should be scared
Yeah.
to face anybody at this point. The way they've been playing.
Okay, what I already said what I think should be.
Say it again, say it again, say it again, say it again.
Patriots and Buccaneers in 13 to 17. Move the Steelers up to 11 to 12.
And I'm with
Okay.
that.
I agree. Okay. So we can do that. And then you have the Vikings with the Steelers in 11 12.
I.
Over the Giants or the Jags.
It would be maybe the Giants.
I was gonna
Who
say.
do-
I
who
can't
do
go
you-
that
Okay,
far.
I'll do the
I
Giants.
can't
I'll
go
do the
that
Giants.
Who do
Let's
you
be
have,
real.
Joe? The Giants?
far. Yeah.
Who do you have, Logan?
here.
For 11 to 12.
I have the Buccaneers and I have the Patriots. Probably no Buccaneers and Giants. I would have.
So
All right, so it would be the Giants. All right.
top 10, maybe.
10, man.
Giants.
Is it-
Yeah, here's where I'm saying the Vikings, and I am not trolling at whatsoever.
I'm with you. They have been.
I agree, but
I
again,
am not-
the games that they've lost. I know they've lost what 2. To the
Three. They
Packers
lost
and to the Lions.
3 games.
Yeah, but there's games that they've lost have been in dramatic
I
fashion.
think they're the fourth.
Their whole season's been dramatic fashion.
No, but I mean, like they lost. They got killed
Right, you're right.
by the
They got away with
Packers,
one
and
by
they got
the Colts. They got away with.
Uh,
with
they
Were
got
they-
away with one versus the Colts? They got killed by the Cowboys. Was it the Cowboys they got
That
killed
was
by?
a while ago. That was a while ago.
I think the Jaguars and the Vikings, if they play the Vikings,
That wasn't that
are
long
beating them.
ago.
it was more than 5 weeks ago.
Was it?
Yeah, it was. What,
So-
Cowboys game?
Wait,
Yeah,
so
they
are you
got
talking
killed.
about this? What was it? The last game they lost, which was against who?
The Packers, bro.
Wait. But were they starting all their starters?
Oh yeah,
They were.
because they
100%.
were fighting for the 2 seed.
They
Still.
were.
Dude,
Okay.
I
lost
promise
to
you
that.
right
Big
now,
time.
the Packers destroyed them.
Yeah, and I
in
think the Packers are a
every
better team.
every facet of the game.
They did.
Okay. So
Justin Jefferson didn't have a catch until the fourth quarter. Not a single catch.
I know
not
he was
hating-
mad.
I'm not like trying to go high for him, but I think right now, I think it's clearly Jacksonville, in my opinion, who's again still fighting to even be in the playoffs.
Dang, I get that with the way
Like the
T-Law's been
Vikings are
playing.
secured, and I get obviously, like I said, I get that they're falling, but again, they've secured their spot.
That's
so.
what
Do
makes
they
it-
even care? Honestly,
Well, that's what
The
makes it
Vikings
difficult.
care because they lost a 2 seed. They're about to
That's-
lose the 3 seed also. Well, no, Bucks got that clamped up.
But are the Jaguars in the playoffs yet?
No,
or no?
they're not.
They
I
have to
think-
beat. All they have to do is beat the Titans. They control their own destiny to make it in. Is it a guarantee? No, absolutely not.
listen, I don't
I
think.
think that I think 10 for the Jaguars.
I'm voting Vikings.
I'll put the Jags at 10. I'm not going to fight that.
Okay. So where did we have the Bengals and the Bills last time we did this list?
I want to be honest for a second here.
Because if I think we
I
did-
know these teams didn't play,
We had the Bengals at 2.
but with the Eagles losing, that's tough. I feel like
but the Eagles
Do you-
did have their backups in.
they
I
had
know, but they're
one
getting
backup
hurt. They
quarterback.
lost their left tackle. I
No,
think.
no, no. What I'm saying is, I feel like because the Eagles lost, I feel like you'd have to. What do we have? Do we have the Bills at?
Those are at 4.
4.
Bengals are at 2. Put the Bengals at 1.
I'm putting the Bengals at 1.
That's so tough to do, considering they didn't like play that game. But it's
Even
it's
before,
more
even if they did play, I mean, yeah,
Let's treat it-
I
let's-
like that. I've said it for like a month now. The Bengals are the number 1 team in the NFL.
Yeah.
But
Let's-
like, can we do it?
Let's treat it as if it was a bye week. Let's just treat it like that. So like
All
again,
right,
like they
bet.
didn't.
the Eagles
play.
have lost 2 straight. Again, I know they're
let's do
banged
it.
up, but
Bro,
So you would bump the
y'all thought I was
Eagles.
crazy whenever I
I
was
would
saying
bump the
freaking
Eagles.
Bengals number 1. Like,
Are
2
you
months
sure that
ago. Let's
Minshew
do it.
is the only person they had, or Hurts is the only person they had sitting?
Oh.
Are you
well, no,
sure?
they lost
Well,
their left tackle.
not sitting, yeah.
I forget what his name is, but that was a big blow.
So they had other players sitting.
They're not
No,
sitting.
no,
They're
not
hurt.
sitting. He got injured.
Oh, so they're not.
No,
So
they
the
weren't.
Cowboys
AJ
can-
Brown's
they-
still out
The
there.
Cowboys
Smith
can
is still
win the
out there.
division this week.
I say
If they win
they
and the
weren't
Eagles
sitting
lose-
anybody that they like by choice.
Yeah,
like
okay.
let's sit them.
Yeah,
that
they-
that was a
Hurts.
very important.
Hurts is the only one they were choosing.
Well,
to say,
he's-
right?
He was hurt.
No, he's
Oh,
hurt.
he is hurt.
He's
Oh,
hurt.
okay, all right. No, I'm okay. I'm fine with bumping
Because
them down.
that game versus Saints is actually like a really important game.
Yeah.
for
They're about
the
to lose the
Eagles.
division now, which is crazy. If they lose this week and the Cowboys win, then the Cowboys win
Right.
the division.
Uh,
They
yeah.
make it.
I'm fine with bumping them down and moving the Bengals up. That's
Okay,
fine.
well, let's do the rest of the list first. So Jags at 10,
Oh, yeah.
and then I go Vikings next.
I go Vikings.
All right, Vikings and then
Yeah.
Packers.
Yeah.
You know what, dude? I go Chargers. I like the Packers more right
I'm
now.
not going to do that.
Dude, Bosa
I do.
came back.
He did, but again, he hasn't done anything yet.
I don't know about all that. I mean, the Chargers have been pretty good.
He's
too.
well. That was his first week back, right?
I said the
Last game.
Chargers are. What are they now? Are they 10-6?
Yep.
They're 10-6. They
I like the Chargers more than the
sneaky,
Packers.
sneaky good.
Same.
They've been very good lately.
Yeah, they
Very
have.
good
Yep.
lately. I would definitely have the.
Chargers are
The
again just that
Packers.
team that just stabbed me in the back, and I
Well,
think they're gonna do it again.
Well, what
I
are the,
think they're gonna be a
what are
one
the
and done.
Packers though? You want to talk about stabbing in the back?
Yeah, they're
Hey,
stabbing
they're-
in the
hey,
back. Don't worry about it.
They're let's say they're on the upburning.
All right, now we have 6.
I mean, Dallas.
Yeah,
For sure.
yeah. They look terrible, dude. Freaking Titans could have beat them, honestly. I know they didn't, but
I
like
honestly
Dak
want to
Prescott
put the Chargers
throws.
over them. I don't know.
Dak Prescott's been. I think he's tied for most interceptions or something like that. He's looking sloppy out there.
That's
Their
fine.
defense has not been as
I'm fine-
dominant
I'm fine with Dallas.
as they should be.
Nobody would put the Chargers over them, right?
I would.
No.
I would.
I would.
49ers?
So where do we have the Bills
Whoa.
last week?
4.
4.
4.
This is where.
So
Okay.
it has to be the Bills or the Chiefs. If we're not going to move the Bills, then to me it has to be the Chiefs.
Where were the 49ers?
Let me ask you.
Oh, 49ers we had at 3. They haven't done anything, in my opinion, to drop.
Have the Chiefs?
Why?
Any of these teams?
Why
over
would
the
we
Eagles?
not consider the Eagles? Someone tell me why we would not
I would
consider the
consider.
Eagles.
I would consider.
Because that's the team I actually want to put here right now.
Sure.
I would
I
consider.
would.
I
They are on a
thought
2-game losing streak.
I
Granted,
thought
know-
that their team was a lot better off, like as a full team without Jalen Hurts. But I feel like after seeing that game last week, that they are more reliant on him than I had thought.
But the game against the
And
Cowboys
their
didn't show that.
secondary was actually getting killed.
Mhm.
because the offense can't stay on the field.
The game against the Cowboys though didn't kind of show like they're pretty legit without Jalen Hurts as well.
No, because he
Their
had
defense let up
turnovers
so-
still.
Their defense let up so many points. CeeDee Lamb was cooking them. Like their receiver, the
Yeah.
cornerbacks on the Eagles are just underperforming over the past
Honestly,
couple
I
weeks.
think I know he's a little shaken up, obviously, but I think them sitting Jalen Hurts for this long is really going to bite them in the butt.
Well, they're not sitting him. He is hurt.
He's hurt, but I think he could play. I think they're resting him for the playoffs.
Not with that 1 seed still
I-
locked up. I don't.
I don't know.
I
think they don't
vote
wanna-
either the Eagles or the Chiefs.
I'll go Eagles.
I'd put the Eagles.
I think
there.
Eagles are going to be one and done in the playoffs.
I would
My
vote
bold strat.
Chiefs.
That's pretty bold.
I think Jalen Hurts
we
isn't
got
going to be
Eagles.
ready, and they're going to lose.
Depends who they're going to
You
be
say
playing, but I
Chiefs?
don't hate
I voted
that.
Chiefs, but it would go Eagles because you guys.
I'm
voted
cool with
Eagles.
it. I'm cool with the Chiefs too.
I'm cool with the Eagles too. Is the only other
I'm
thing.
cool with the Eagles. I like the.
So
I
do I-
like the Chiefs more than I like. So we got to put the Bills.
The
in then, right?
Bills are 4,
I'm
right?
vo-
Well,
When
we
you
had
said
them
Chiefs.
there last week.
Oh.
So if we're not moving anything,
Yeah, the
I think
Bills-
I think the Chiefs.
I was
have
gonna say,
to
I mean,
be
we
there.
could move them up, but we just can't obviously like penalize them for stuff that they didn't do. I don't think. But I think if,
still
if
like the Chiefs more than I do the
I was
Bills.
gonna say, I
Even
think if
before
it's
this
top-
game, before that game, I still like the Chiefs more than I like the Bills.
Yeah.
What if the Bills had won that game?
I'm not doing that. I don't know.
I'm very
The Bills have
torn.
the number 1 seed. I feel like they
They do?
deserve it.
Well,
And they beat the Chiefs.
Well,
I think-
well,
I
what?
agree.
Well, hold on. Let's.
agree.
And that okay, they do have the number 1 seed, but like that's not. And they are good. I'm not comparing
Hy-
them to the Titans, but the Titans had the number 1 seed last year, and that didn't mean squat.
Hypothetically, the Bills lose to the Bengals. Do they still have that number 1 seed?
No, the Bengals would have, because they would have had
Right.
been tied, same record,
And
and
then
then they would have.
What about the Chiefs? Would the Chiefs be number 2?
Bills beat the
No.
Chiefs.
So the Chiefs.
Yeah,
would be
the Chiefs would be
three.
number 2.
No, they wouldn't.
Yeah,
I
How
think.
would they?
I think they would.
The Bills have a
the
game.
Chiefs
over
were
them.
actually technically they have the number. They had the number 1 seed going into the Bills Bengals game.
Oh, right now the
So if there was a
well,
So if
they
there was a
didn't play that-
tie
well, they
that
didn't
game,
play
I
that
believe the
game yet.
Chiefs would have.
The Chiefs are 13-3.
Yeah.
So if the Bills would have won that game, they would
The
be
Chiefs-
13-3.
Yeah.
Meaning that the Bills would own the tiebreaker because the Bills beat the Chiefs.
Yeah.
So they would still have the 1 seed
So
if they
I-
won against the Bengals.
That's my argument for Chiefs above the Bills.
I mean, sure.
It doesn't matter in my opinion. I think all of these teams are very.
But you just
interchangeable.
voted for either Chiefs or Eagles for the last year. So why
I
would
take back my vote.
Okay. All right. Sure. I mean, I'm not gonna win this one, so
So Chiefs,
I'll put the Chiefs next. But
Well, what are we putting next?
Bills,
Because
Bills,
that's
and Chiefs. I think.
Bills, Chiefs, 49ers, Bengals.
49ers, Bengals.
Man,
let's go, baby.
it's still just crazy to see the 49ers at 2.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah,
With
with
what
third
they're going
stringer. That's crazy.
Purdy.
That
And
game.
Purdy's the
I
least of their
will
problem.
say
No, you're right,
That
I
game
agree.
against the Raiders, though, did give me a little concern.
It was
But
Stidham versus Birdie.
It was
Purdy.
the defense that gave concerns, not the offense, because there was points put up. in
Yeah,
that
sure.
game.
That's
And he
even
came
worse.
down-
Shootout.
And he came down and drove downfield when he had to do it, bro.
He's a shooter.
Let's go. He's a shooter.
All right,
man.
ladies and gentlemen, this is our tier list going into Week 18, the last week of this NFL
This is
season.
our last power rankings, right? We're going to do it next week? Probably not. It's playoff time.
No, we're making
doing
a playoff
time.
brackets, dude.
Playoff bracket, baby.
Subscribe for that.
Thank-
Shoot.
I'm excited for that. All right, we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Peace.